Hi, I'm Jo Crofts. Welcome to the Commander tutorial. This tutorial has been made to introduce you to Commander and help you get started using the software. If you would like more information, please visit the website below. You will also find links for the installation guide and the user guide here too. This tutorial is going to focus on the VenturiOne data analysis software and its use with the Commander scheduling software. First, we shall take a look at the VenturiOne analysis software. The aim here is to show you just enough detail to show you the kind of things that you will be able to do with VenturiOne in association with the Commander software. If you want to see more details of VenturiOne itself, then please see the separate VenturiOne tutorials or visit our website. VenturiOne is a fully featured FCS data file analysis software package. In its standalone form, we can use it to analyze up to 400 FCS files at one time. To load a file for analysis, you can select the files you want to analyze and open them into the playlist. So here on the left we have the playlist. It's a list of all the files that you have selected and in the order that they will be analysed. The current file is indicated by the green arrow. The columns show the list mode file name, the workspace file name, the workspace being the plots, the gates and the regions that you are going to use for data analysis. You can also store compensation files and use compensation files here. The FCS key 1 and the FCS key 2 can be used to display file information from within the file itself. So for example, we could use the sample ID or the plate ID. Then that would give us information about each sample in the playlist. So the playlist is about what files you are going to analyse and in what order. And on the right hand side we see the plots workspace. The plots workspace has two areas. At the top we've got the plots area, which is where you build up a series of plots, regions that you want to analyse. And below that are the previews. The previews are a thumbnail of each parameter within the file displayed against each other. To analyse a file, we can create a region around a particular population of interest. We can create a manual gate, which allows us to draw a region around a population and identify that population as one that we are interested in. If I click on that region, and now all the preview plots you see here are gated on that region. If I'm interested in particular plots, I can now double click on a plot in the previews to add a gated plot to the plots area for further analysis. If I want to, I can add analysis regions, so these regions will give me statistics. If you are using the software with Commander software, you really want the workspace to be as simple as possible to give you simple results exports. So we have now seen how we can create plots using the previews. If you want to delete a plot, you just need to highlight the plot and hit the delete key. And it's the same for any regions. If you create a region that you don't want, highlight the region and press delete. The software may tell you if you have any dependent gates present. You can also use the system to create Autogate regions. So you can create an autogating ellipse or an autogating contour region. To create an autogating region, select the region type you want and click and drag out a search area. And what the system will do then is, when you load any file, the system will look for a peak within the search area and adjust the autogate region to the best fit of that new population. If the peak is outside this search area, then the system won't draw a region, it will just use the default region size. In this case, it will find a peak within the region. If I select the region and then Format, I can change the region size and also change the minimum events that need to be present for the region to be created. The system will also, as a statistic, tell you the Autogate status, which means that in the results table you will be able to see if the Autogate succeeded or failed. In this case, you can see that the system has autogated and the Autogate is on. If you want to apply a gate to other plots, I can highlight the plots that I want to be gated, and then on the Home tab of the ribbon, in the Gate drop-down list, I can select which gate I want the plots to be gated on. So, all of this time, we have been working on just the first sample. If I now want to apply this workspace to all the other samples in the playlist, I simply need to right-click over the Workspace column and select Apply to Playlist. This will apply all regions and plots to the other samples in the playlist. So we have autogated all the samples now. So if we have a look through some of the samples, here we should see the Autogate following the lymphocyte population. To see all of the statistics from all of the samples, we need to go to the Results tab of the Workspace. And this table shows all of the results from all samples. Now, by default, the system will create a flat list of all the results. We can use column heading sorting by dragging a column heading into this grouping box. The system will then group all the results by file name. You can do a similar thing if you want to group all the results by a particular region. So here it is now showing all of the region A results at the top, followed by all of the region B, and so on. You can then copy and paste those results to another package, for example Excel, or you can export the results in the form of a CSV or an XML. Within the options, you can export the results either as a single row per file, so all the results for one file will appear on a single row, or the other choice is one row per result. So if you are going to be using Commander, the best option is to choose the single row per file. What we need to do next is save the playlist. The first workspace within the playlist will be the workspace that is used for analysing all the files using Commander. So we'll save that, and then we are ready to use Commander. So now let's look at the Commander software. Within the Commander software, we can choose what clients we want to use. A client is a host PC that will run the VenturiOne analysis software. You can have as many clients as you want to set up, and the system will spread the analysis across all the different clients that are connected. To specify a client, click the Add button and enter a name for that client and the IP address for that client. It is better for this solution if the IP address remains static. The client PC must be running VenturiOne software. If the system can connect to VenturiOne, you will see a green tick. If for any reason the system can't connect to a client, you will see the red spyglass, indicating that it can't see a copy of VenturiOne. Above that, we have the folders area, which are the folders containing the data files for analysis. So here what I can do is add one or more files ready for analysis. In this case, I'm going to add this folder here. Within the settings, I need to set up various locations. Firstly, the location and the name of the playlist I want to use to analyze my files. So the first workspace within that playlist will be the workspace that all the files within the particular location are analyzed with. The LM base folder is simply the starting point that I use to search when I'm looking for the folders of data. So when you select the Add button, it will take you to this location. The shared folder location is where temporary playlists are constructed for all of the files that need analyzing. The shared location must be a location that the clients have access to, as well as the Commander software. The results folder is the location where your exported results will be stored. This will be in the form of a CSV file per plate analyzed. All of these network locations must be visible to the client PC and the Commander PC. If you use a location that is not visible, the software will not work. Once you have added the folders of data files, to begin analysis, we need to press the Start button. The software will create a temporary playlist and send that playlist to a client for processing. So here we have a copy of VenturiOne running alongside Commander, and in practice you will probably have VenturiOne running on a separate networked PC. So I will press Start, and the files are analysed and the results gathered. Double-clicking on a completed item in the Commander dialog will allow you to see the completed results in the CSV file. So here we see that the spreadsheet shows the results from all the regions, from all the plots on all of the samples. So that was a small experiment, so let's give it some more data to actually work through. So I will delete the files that I have already run, and I'm going to add in 4 folders of 384 well plate data. I'll select the playlist template that I want to use and then start processing. That's the first plate complete. That's the second. Third. And the fourth. And now you can see that the results are all saved in the results folder that we actually pointed to. And that is the Commander software. Thank you for listening to the tutorial. If you do want any more information, please visit the website below. Thanks again.